They said it was mercy, a cleansing, a containment. They said the scourge of beasts had gone too far, that Old Yharnam was beyond saving. So they lit the torches and burnt it to the ground. But the truth? The healing church didn't burn Old Yharnam because it was lost. They burned it because it was proof. Let's start with the lie. The public story is that beasthood is a plague, that it spreads unpredictably, that no one knows how or why people transform. But here's what Bloodborne really shows us. It starts with blood. The healing church discovered something in the chalice dungeons. Old blood. Alien. Divine. They called it a miracle, and they gave it to the people, to heal, to cure, to uplift. But they knew what it did. They watched men become monsters, and they called it progress. Old Yharnam was more than a district. It was an experiment. The church needed somewhere to distribute the blood, somewhere poor, desperate, devout. So they chose Old Yharnam. They gave them the blood, called it salvation, watched them change. And when the transformations become undeniable, they didn't pull back. They covered it up. They declared the scourge a curse, locked the gates, and set the city on fire. Burning Old Yharnam wasn't the end. It was step one, a public purge, a symbol. They didn't want to stop the spread. They wanted to bury the evidence. If anyone found out the church caused the scourge, the hunt would collapse, faith would crumble, and the great ones, their gods, would abandon them. So they rewrote the story, made the hunters heroes, made the fire seem righteous, and anyone who spoke out, anyone who stayed behind, was labelled a traitor, like Djura. The tragedy of Old Yharnam isn't just that it burned, it's that it never stopped burning. The beasts still live, the ash still falls, and the church? They just moved on, to Cathedral Ward, to Canehurst, the next lie. The lesson is clear, they will burn anything to protect the myth of healing. And in the end, Old Yharnam wasn't a city, it was a confession, written in fire. Bloodborne doesn't hand you its truths, it leaves them buried, scattered in journals, ashes, and forgotten voices. But if you listen closely, you'll hear it. The screams under the soot, the guilt no flame could cleanse. I'm Henpie. Like this if you walked through Old Yharnam and saw what they tried to hide. Subscribe for more Soulsborne stories, deep dives, and honest reflections. And tell me in the comments, do you think the church feared the beasts, or did they fear what the beasts revealed about them?